Check sound. 1, 2, 3, check. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Pacific Ocean Division, welcome to today's awards ceremony, where we will honor Colonel Jeffrey S. Palazzini, who served as the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Alaska District Commander for the past 3 years. The host for today's ceremony is Brigadier General Clete Getz, Commander, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Pacific Ocean Division. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commanding General.
All right. Hey, good morning. It's good to see you all. It's good to be. Let me step back here so I don't. It's good to be back here in Alaska on what is turning out to be a little bit of an extended visit. Came up last week as we were working how we're going to attack progressive design bill with our new authorities in 26. Transitioned down to Juneau, where I saw the results of just the fantastic work that you were doing in Mendenhall. And so if you're involved in that, if you have been involved with that, really my hat's off to you for the work that you've done for the people down there. And I think we are, the verb I'll use is hurtling towards some serious action down there. I think it'll feel halting at first, and then I think it's going to go really fast. You know, I've told you all before, at least I've told your corporate board, that when hard problems come to us, I really want it to come to Alaska because of the team that we have here is just such a fantastic team. And so during the award ceremony, you know, we try to keep it light. It's within the family. So Jeff, I'm going to ask you to come up here and join me for a minute. Hey Jeff, I want to tell you what a fantastic job that you've done, and I know the job is made easier when you've got people like this at your back. One of the things I'll say in my speech this morning is that I think one of Colonel Palazzini's superpowers is that he's unflappable, right? So for example, when he walked in the office to say that good morning this morning wearing his pinks and greens, and my response was, what the hell are you wearing that for? You know, there was nothing was like, I'll change. So, you know, thanks for being unflappable. I know you are unflappable dealing with Colonel Palazzini, right? I know many of you have raised toddlers. And so, you know, when it comes to chicken nuggets and hot chocolate, that does not catch you by surprise, you know, but Jeff, what I cannot understand, in the 250th year of our great country, in a place where there are more bald eagles than people, that you would prefer oatmeal raisin cookies over chocolate chip cookies. So
every day of the week.
Yeah, your staff, the team spilled the beans a little bit, Jeff. Hey, look, but the currency of this business is trust. And here in our region, where we don't rub shoulders with each other all the time, we're separated, with the exception of Honolulu, that gets a lot of love. You know, we're separated by at least a couple thousand miles, at least a couple time zones. You got to trust the people that are doing the work for you, and you got to believe in them. And Jeff, I've always trusted you. I've always believed in all of you, continue to believe in all of you, and just want to tell you that you're doing, and you have done, just a great job. You're leaving the organization better than you found it. I know you don't get to lead, you don't get to pick what you lead through, you get to pick how you lead through it. And with some of the changes that we've seen in the last couple of years, you know, the grace with which you've dealt with it, the grace with which you've led through it, I think is something that you can look back on and be proud of as you kind of think through the crucible moments of the last 3 years where you maybe found yourself thinking, you know, I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but we're going to do it. You know, you did more than keep the wheels on the organization. I think the organization is in a better place. And so I really just want to commend you for the way that you've done it. And so I'll have more out there. Courtney, I know we couldn't have done it without you in the family. I want to thank you publicly for what you've done. We ask a lot of them, long days, a lot of time on the road. We sent him to LA. You know, sure he came home complaining about his boss. I'm not that bad. Just thanks, right? All of us need something that's a touchstone, you know, that we can rely on 100%. And if you got that in your life, man, you're lucky. And I know Jeff's got that with you and the family. So just thanks for being that for him, and by extension, the district. And so good luck on the move to DC. Good luck Good luck, JMU. So as a former tuition payer of James Madison University, you're going to love it. And I know you got your brother there as well, and your folks will be a couple hours down the road. So for all the changes that are coming with this and everything, roll through it, and what comes next is going to be awesome. So with that, we've got some official business to attend to. I'll ask you to just please stay in your seats if you're in your seats. And with that, Sergeant Major, why don't we go ahead and publish the orders?
The Legion of Merit is presented to Colonel Jeffrey S. Palazzini for exceptionally meritorious service while serving as the commander for the Alaska District, United States Army Corps of Engineers. Under his engaged and empowering leadership, the Alaska District set the standard for delivering complex construction programs in challenging operating environments. Colonel Palazzini led a diverse organization with programs that include military construction, civil works, regulatory, engineering, environmental, and humanitarian assistance. He superbly delivered a program with a combined annual value of over $850 million on behalf of the United States Army, the state of Alaska, and the nation. Colonel Palazzini's outstanding performance reflects great credit upon himself, the United States Army Corps of Engineers, and the United States Army. Signed, William H. Graham, Jr., Lieutenant General, U.S. Army Chief of Engineers.
Yeah, it's gonna stay. All right, and then we've got Jeff. We've got the silver order to the flurry for you. Well earned. 27 years in service to the Engineer Regiment. Many of you have been around long enough. You know the story. I won't go through the whole story, but I'll hit the high points. Right. West Point, New York. West Point, New York was kind of the key to keeping the colonies together as a strategic location during the Revolutionary War. Because if you could take West Point, you could control the Hudson. If you controlled the Hudson, you could divide the colonies between North and South. You could deal with the pesky Red Sox fans, right? Put them to bed, and then handle the business down south. So if we lost that, the game was over. South of that, there was a fort called Stony Point that guarded the approaches to West Point. The British took that in 1779, and so George Washington said, "We have got to get that back." Enter a gentleman by the name of Lieutenant Colonel Francois de Fleury, a Frenchman, had no dog in the fight, but believed in what it is that we were doing, and was second in command of one of the assault units going that were going to retake the fort. Fort's on pretty high ground. If you ever get a chance to go, it's pretty neat. The fort's on pretty high ground. To get through it, you got to pass through a swamp. So they decided to do it at night as a surprise. Bayonets fixed, muskets unloaded, and they're making their way about halfway across the swamp, and the British figure out what's happening, and they go, things get a little hot. Fleury charged up the cliff, or the side of the hill, pretty steep hill, ran to the flagpole, cut down the British colors, and back then, when you lost your colors, the game was over. And the Continental Congress was so impressed with what he did and what he stood for that they ordered a medal struck in his honor. It was the first medal struck by the Continental Congress, and it was honor of de Fleury. And so because of that, we have chosen as a way to honor those in the regiment and in the Corps who make really durable, lasting impacts. And so in October 1779, Continental Congress summoned de Fleury before them to present him with the medal. And so the way I like to tell it, de Fleury stood before the Continental Congress because they admired what he did and what he stood for. Today, we're going to give you this medal in front of people who I hope admired what you've done and what you stood for, and that you'll keep doing it. And so, Jeff, it'd be my honor to present you with the Silver Order of de Fleury. Sergeant Major, if we can. Go ahead, Steve.
Colonel Jeffrey Palazzini is presented the Silver Order of the de Fleury Medal in recognition of superior service to the United States Army Engineer Regiment throughout 27 years of honorable service, including serving as the commander of the Alaska District, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Colonel Palazzini's dedication, effort, and commitment to his country reflect great credit upon him, the United States Army Corps of Engineers, and the Engineer Regiment. Signed, William H. Graham, Jr., Chief of Engineers.
All right. Jeff, with that, I'll exit stage front and let your team appropriately honor you. Thanks.
Thank you. So first, Mrs. Palazzini, if you'll please join us at the front. Throughout Colonel Palazzini's service as district commander from 2023 to 26, Courtney has been a steadfast partner, providing unwavering support, encouragement, and strength. While the responsibilities of command often require long hours, extensive travel, and time away from home, military families share in those demands and sacrifices every step of the way. As the commander's spouse, Courtney has endured the challenges that accompany military service with grace and resilience. Whether supporting district events, welcoming members of the district family, or managing the demands of family life during the commander's many absences, her contributions have played an important role in the success of this command. I will also say thank you personally for finding us a place to live when we were coming in. The accomplishments achieved during Colonel Palazzini's tenure were made possible not only through his leadership, but also through the steadfast support of those closest to him. Courtney's patience, understanding, and dedication have helped sustain the demanding pace of command and strengthen the district community along the way. So on behalf of the soldiers, civilians, families, and friends of the district, we want to extend sincere gratitude.
While I'm doing that, if I don't say hi, Mom, into the camera, I say all that. And hi, Greg, Barbara, and Sharon, the top office. That's it, right? Everything's gonna fall out of hand. Oh, that's okay. The memories of Alaska, where I will be back. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Oh, picture. Thank you.
Thank you. So now we'll move into the less formal portion where some of our senior leaders will recognize Colonel Palazzini. First from construction operations, Jim, will you join us here at the front podium?
Thank you, sir. Let me get the gift first. On behalf of ConOps, Construction Operations Division, just want to say thanks so much for your leadership. I was thinking about the other day how many actual colonels that I worked for as a division chief, and believe it or not, you're number 10. And I can say you're at the top as the best. But definitely, you know, you supported the field, you listened to them, you know, you cared for them, and we really appreciate it. We wanted to give you a departing gift made in Alaska. So my wife is out of town, and I did my best to go it together. There's 2 pieces in there.
You need your tissue paper like I do.
I just started sticking it in, so I didn't.
Oh, this is awesome.
And it's got a stand to it as well.
Is this the stand?
Yeah. You can. No, that's it. Thanks so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Jim.
And next from Resource Management, Mrs. Karen Farmer.
All right. Good morning, sir. We're going to do a budget meeting. Is that okay?
I think,
No.
I think we should review our rates.
Review our rates one more time. So you are known for giving coins in the district to very deserving employees. So I have a special coin from the state of Alaska to present to you on behalf of Resource Management, in addition to something else. But my turn to coin you, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And then we have a little bit more for you. I do want to thank you for your leadership. As Jim said, you know, I probably in the double digits for commanders that I've also worked for, and you are in the top, sir, and thank you for that. And thank you for being a leader who employees wanted to follow. That says a lot, I think. You've been very inspirational. You've been advocating for us for a few years, and we appreciate everything. And so we do have another token of appreciation here. And we're going to have you practice a new skill that I call Vanna White skills.
Oh boy.
So, and I'll help you out.
And next from our Office of Counsel, Mr. Matt Prikesat.
This is where the roast part begins. Isn't that how that goes? Okay. No. The thing about change of command is that it makes us think about time, right? And the thing that I want to say, sir, is that we're grateful. I know as an OC team, we're grateful, and I think I can speak for the district that we're all fortunate and grateful that this was your time. We think back to the challenges that we faced over the last 3 years. The list is long, but Barrow, the M word, we won't say the whole thing. Nome, the runway, the list goes on and on. JITIC, and I think what I appreciate and what others have mentioned is that your leadership helped empower the district to show itself what it's capable of, and that says a lot about your leadership abilities. And you do that by bridging concepts that are oftentimes seen as polar opposites. So I borrowed your sticky note method, so I'd make sure I'd remember. But you can be authoritative, but you're also approachable. You're deliberative, but you're also decisive. You're confident, but you're humble. You're technical, you've got the technical aspects down, but you have the people aspects down. I think that really showed how you followed us around if we weren't at award ceremonies to make sure that we got them. But it shows how important that was to you, which made it impactful for the folks of this district. And then also, obviously, as a leader, you know when to speak, but you knew when to listen too. And so as somebody who makes a living and whose team makes a living by providing advice, the idea that we knew that we were heard and considered, even if we didn't ultimately agree, right, means a lot to us. And so we really appreciate that.
Thank you.
I did want to say too, Court and Gabby, it's been phenomenal getting to know you a little bit. Obviously, Nicholas is off doing some pretty cool Army stuff right now, but just the warmth and the hospitality that you all display and the family dynamic you have is incredible. So congratulations on that and best wishes on the next step there as well. So as far as the gift goes, lawyers, as I'm doing now, use a lot of words. And so writers also use a lot of words. So what we like to do is present a book, sir, that will remind you of the outstanding time that you had here in the Alaska District. So in honor of that, I'd like to present you with There's No Place Like Nome. So you can remember all the fine memories that you had with the Nome project.
This looks like a fantastic.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Next will be contracting Ms. Michelle Mandel.
Your favorite thing, Michelle?
I love that. Yeah. We spoke earlier this week. I let the colonel know what I am most impressed with amongst your many attributes, his ability to memorize names, to know people's names, like right off the bat, like within the first few months of being here was amazing to me. But really, just your ability to be so personable, which might not always be the case with commanders, is I think makes you a well-loved commander. But I've enjoyed you figured out that I'm a late in the evening person. I'm on the late shift for government employees. So he figured out that I would be in my office at 5 o'clock in the evening. And we had many discussions about contracting. I appreciate your patience in listening to my contracting lectures. Really appreciate that, and I'll miss that. So thank you for your support and your excellent command. And we do have a little sampling of Alaska. I think that I was of a mind with whoever got. Courtney is present. You have your own piece of Alaska artwork there to take with you. The rest of it is just a little reminder of Alaska.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. And coincidentally, it is a project that you worked on. That is the Kenai River.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I don't see the coastal
It did not include, it did not include our actual project. It's the pretty part of Kenai.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
You get us going. We're doing this all wrong.
Next is engineering, Mr. James Saucedo.
Congratulations, sir. We focus on the big focus now in enterprise is getting the engineering right, but we can't get the engineering right if we don't have a strong leader. We have to get the leadership right. And then, sir, you fill that role. We've had many talks, with all the disturbances that we had and getting some of our projects done, and you had our back, and it's very appreciated. You had trust in the people. I mean, I went around and talked to some of my staff, and one of the biggest attributes I see that you provided while you were here is you kept in touch with the field staff. So it's very appreciative, and it went a long way. He would go around, talk to people in their office space, and to me, that just carries a lot of value. So, and then a lot of people had trust in you, and this was brought up before. I've never seen you lose your cool, and you always, your design maturity increased, your leadership increased, less like your design maturity that we're asking to do. But the last year and a half, you were just on top of it. And then on the technical aspect, that's not your forte, but he's an expert in annual exceedance probability, hydraulics and everything, but he catches on. He's a quick study. So, and his memory is impressive. So, sir, I do appreciate all your time and your friendship, your leadership, and then your support of the engineering division. So appreciate that. So we have some gifts for you here, and I went out of my way on a bag here. So yeah, but I like to just start it off with this, just for the road.
Thank you.
He's a Skittles guy, so I wanted to start that off, and then we have a plaque here that we usually give people, and this has some significance. I mean, Steve Geppert, who recently passed away, one of our Hall of Fame folks, is a very beautiful picture of Denali, but it's very symbolic of your leadership. It's everlasting. It's a foundational, and hopefully you can look at this, and that's what we remember you by. Okay, so here's a nice plaque for you, sir.
Next, PPMD, Mr. John Rosso.
Good morning, everyone. Sir, I'm just going to continue the theme. Your leadership has been amazing. Leadership is all about influencing the team, communicating priorities, understanding constraints, understanding where our stakeholders are coming from and what's important to them, and whether it was the JIDIC, ELT, and them asking us to get done by a certain date when we're already reporting beyond that date, or just reporting that date, even though they know that's not the real date. You represented the team well, you led the team well, and appreciate everything, sir. Yeah. Okay. I do have a gift. Unfortunately, I ruined our MP19 metric project initiation. Started a little late, but this is meant to be a additional work, some coloring, some sealing, the dates went back to the picture.
It's me. In the words of my son, I'm going to cry. So the first thing you've seen when you walk into Colonel Palazzini's office for the last few years has been an engineer flag straight on the back wall from some other district. And I think the feeling of the district is it really needs to be replaced with something more fitting for your newer, bigger offices you're going to. That's exactly the same. But I'll say on a personal level, when I got here, I was trying to figure out what exactly am I doing here? What exactly does a lieutenant colonel do? And the answer is apprentice to you. So thank you.
probably actually prefers not to do it. So this is something. Everyone online. All right, this is something that Amanda had put together. She found some photos and had a photo book made of all of our favorite moments, different ribbon cuttings that you've been to, all sorts of things. Yeah, and the corporate board, of course, is in there a few times. But yeah, just a bunch of different memories that you've had throughout the time here, ribbon cuttings that you went to galore when you first got here. So Amanda wanted that to be put together for you.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Wonderful.
And then I have one more that Amanda forgot to put on the script. But this one is from Laquita, Erica, and myself. Because, well, we found out you probably will have an office from General Getz, but there is one thing you will be missing, and that is a bathroom of your own. And I know we've teased you a lot about it. So we decided we put together a little bathroom kit for you.
Very nice.
So we have the nice toilet paper. It's fluffier.
Okay.
We have wipes. We have soap, sanitizer. I saw that you had mouthwash in your bathroom.
Yeah.
So we grabbed one of those, some
Okay.
lotion, a poopery, and some dude wipes. So just in case. So this can fit on your desk. But yes, so you can have a little specialness before
That is
that you don't have
wonderful.
anymore.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know.
The floor is yours, sir.
It's my turn. Okay, so yeah, dude wipes through me. Thanks. It's kind of funny to be on the opposite side of this. We've spent a lot of time together in the atrium here. Usually I get to be the one doing the awards. So let's see, bear with me. 3 years of command, it's a little different. It's something I haven't experienced before. It's something really many don't get an opportunity to do. And it's really the third year. The third year has been, not to overstate it, transformative for me. I feel like in this third year, I've really been able to see the full potential of the district, to really understand what the district does, how it all comes together, and kind of the amazing pieces that we have, that you all are, that contribute to the delivery of the mission that we do. It's amazing. And I'm not sure, I'll get back on script in a minute. I'm not sure that even though those of you that have been here for a few years, where did Karen go? Or around the core for a few years, I'm not sure that you recognize that potential. You live up to it every day, but the potential that's stored in this district is it's and our leaders see it, and that's why they ask so much of us. And so it's been a pleasure in this third year not to be in so much learning mode, but you all taught me so much and so well. I feel like finally I was in contribution mode. So thank you all for that. The size of the district as well is really fun. You guys mentioned a little bit getting around and talking to people. Guys, that was my happy place when I was walking around, and I know you were trying to get work done in your cubicles, but I stopped by and we could talk about the projects. I'm not sure if you realized that's where I was learning. That's where you were teaching me, helping me to answer the hard questions that often come to that office down the hallway. I appreciate the time that you all spent and the
the level of detail that you were willing to get in with me to make me more useful to you. So thank you for that, and please continue to do that with future commanders. Lots more words to share out on the field later, but I want to do some specific thank yous in here because there's just not time to do it otherwise. As I look around the room, I would really like to call each one of you out by name and thank you, and specifically tell you the role that you play and how appreciative I am of how you do it every single day. We're an engineer district, but it is an innovative, creative group that solves some really hard problems. You can't solve the problems that you all do without being innovative and creative. That's been kind of that's been a surprise for me, and that it's such a pleasant surprise, and I've enjoyed it. Okay, the corporate board and the division chiefs. What a group! The leadership that you have that is your continuity. I wish that you all could see the corporate board in action in the regional governance meetings that we go to, in the senior leader forums that we go to at the enterprise, as we interact with external customers. They advocate for you every day, and they represent you and what you do so well. It is an amazing core leadership group that is so technically expert in what they do. The trust of the district comes from that corporate board team that you just saw up here. If you have aspirations to be a senior person, a senior leader in the Corps of Engineers, spend some time with those GS-15s and GS-14s and division chief seats in this district. You will learn how to be a senior leader in the Army Corps of Engineers. All right, some specifics. The front office, I see a couple faces in here. Sarah, Sierra, Christy, Pam. The role that you all filled for me, I can't thank you enough. There's a little bit of travel that goes along with this position. There's a little bit of organizing and hecticness. Is that a word, Sarah? Okay. That goes on in this specific position. Those four ladies at various times throughout my 3 years here have brought some order to that for me and have been incredibly helpful in allowing me to command. So thank you. Thank you. Amanda, who as per the norm, has ducked out of this, and wherever she is, I don't believe for a minute that she's doing something important. She just doesn't want to be here right now. That's okay. That's all right. Amanda, in her role as the executive officer, I wrote some descriptors down, right? Facilitator, planner, fixer. She is a force, maybe the force, that has kept us running, and who I trusted to take care of the details. I have relied on her for many things. You all have relied on her for many things. She has never, ever let us down. And that role is just so important in the district. So, Amanda, thank you. 2 DPMs, both here today. 2 fantastic DPMs. I think DPM is probably the most visible, least understood position in a USACE district. And right now, the DPMs carry the weight of delivery for the entire district. Not right now. They have always carried the weight of delivery for the district on their shoulders. We have been blessed with 2 fantastic DPMs. They're battle buddy, confidant, expert, and just all-around friend to the commander, Randy, John, thank you for what you've done for the district and for the region in that role. And then uniformed deputies. They're okay. Two really accomplished officers that I've had the benefit as our uniformed deputy, Virginia and Steve. So yeah, the deputy, it is true, the deputy does what the commander doesn't want to do, right? I mean, we can start there, but they have fulfilled so much more in that role. It was a pleasure to see Virginia take that deputy role on to be a commander in her own right. I have no doubt that Steve is on that same path. That deputy gives the commander the freedom to command as he or she sees fit, sees best for the organization, and the deputy sort of cleans up the rest behind you. It is a thankless role often, but it's one that is vitally important for the district and for any commander. So it's been a luxury to have both you and Virginia. Thanks, Steve. Okay, almost there, guys. This core group, that core group that I just talked about, you brought order, great counsel, amazing perspective, pushback when I needed it, which was frequently, and common sense to some rather complex issues that we talked about and some interesting times that we lived through. It's funny, guys. One of you mentioned, maybe Matt, some of the challenges we hit over the 3 years. As I've been writing my remarks, I didn't even think about those, guys. I mean, we went through some big stuff, but it's the accomplishments that have stood out that you all have figured out how to continue to do through those challenges. And so it's just what you do every day. It's not what's hard about it. It's what has to be done. What's the mission? How do I get there? I'll solve the problem. That's what you all do. Thank you to that core group that I just mentioned for facilitating this command. And from the entire POA team, all of you, I'm glad to not do this anymore and worry about what's happening on the catwalk up there. But what I will take from all of you to wherever I go, I know where I'm going next, and wherever I go after that, your passion, your dedication, your selfless service, and your loyalty, that will stick with me. That'll be what I think about when I think of the Alaska District. I can't thank you enough for what you do and how you do it. It's been the assignment of a lifetime, and it's been great to get to know all of you, so thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremony. Please join us at 10 for the official change of command ceremony, where we can wish you well wishes and your family, sir.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, everybody.